Hey everybody, welcome to CRS and commentary G130. Whoo! Yeah, we're behind, but we will catch up. A lot of life stuff happening, a lot of illness, not COVID, injuries in just no time. So we got some time. We're going to try to burn through these. And yeah, we're gonna do something different for the comments, when it comes to catching up and all that. So don't worry. Please, for those that do, like Zemo times 2, leave your comments as usual. And so read the comments today will be co-hostess Cedra Owens. She'll be reading. So go ahead, read Zemo times 2, which was what, 6 days ago?
Yeah, we're behind.
Yeah, we ain't forget, man. We ain't forget. Just literally too damn busy. And if you can hear the washing machine and other stuff, we cannot help that. Something happening, the mics can pick up more stuff now. But I will be trying to get rid of background noise best as I can, all right? So go ahead, girl.
I love the M. Bison reference. Juice versus Yano was comedy gold. Juice getting angry was fun to watch. Yano is the master of pissing people off just as Suzuki. If Yano win the G1, I would not mind. In fact, I would have loved to see it happen. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, it'd be different. Yeah.
It'd be different. Yeah. Zap versus Goto was surprisingly short. They were just getting started, and before I knew it, the match was over. Yeah, man, when I saw them in the ring together, I knew.
Yep.
Either it was going to be short or Goto was going to suffer for a long time.
I accidentally saw the end comments, and Zach was like, in G1, the G stands for Goto, and he just laughed.
You can't have something wrapped up in G1 because they'll go for it. I mean, the whole point is the win, and make it look legit. Yoshi versus Hiroshi was pretty good. Yoshi did not back down and kept fighting. This is the Yoshi people want to see in the ring. Goto and Ishii must have told Yoshi to show more aggression than it shows. They are slowly pushing Yoshi. I am behind it. I would love to see him win a singles belt one day. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yep. Seeing that New Japan is going under management changes and whatnot, and maybe booking changes, we'll see how things go.
Yeah.
Because no one's been happy because they've been treating the Gaijin poorly, but that ain't what I've been seeing. But it's the ones that aren't there anymore.
Yeah.
So, and that's going to make you look good. I mean, not good, but look bad to people overseas and whatnot. So in Japan, they don't want to be embarrassed. That's when they will not be shamed. So they're going. It's like, you got to go. You have humiliated us. You are out. So that's good.
I think AEW desperately wants a New Japan partnership.
Yes, they do. They want an NWA partnership, and they don't deserve any of it. They really don't. They might got some great potential talent, but they don't know how to do talent. In any case.
Butterfly Lock is a good submission move, but he has not won a match with it, and he should. Geto, the rubbish booker, strikes again. Yoshi should win more matches with that move, but because of the booking, the move looks bad. Kenta vs. Evil was fun. Right away, I knew both men would try to heal each other. I agree, Evil can't be evil without Dick. That being said, Evil is playing the super heel very
Dickless
well.
Evil.
Ha! Evil and Dick would make a great heel tag team and screw everyone over. Now imagine Evil faced White. Both sides would cheat to win and try to prove which one is the bigger asshole. Or which one has the bigger dick. Oh, in any case.
Who swings bigger?
It would be another Bullet Club Civil War, only with no Elite to ruin everything. Sonata vs. Naito was good. Good counters, back and forth near the end, but it did lag at times. I would not give it 5 stars, but I liked it. Glad to see Cold Skull win a match in the tournament, and I love seeing Naito give praise to his teammate during the backstage interview. Yoshi vs. Naito will be a great match. Most people probably will not see it and sleep on the Yoshi. They must not sleep on Yoshi. I agree.
Yep, Yoshihashi is really good.
He's finally making some advances.
Man, great comments, man.
Yep.
Great comments. We appreciate it. I wish others would put comments, because I wonder what they think about the G1. Man, it says no views for that. And it's been 6 days. And Nobody wants to watch my shows. Well, we got Yujiro versus Takagi, and
Only watching to watch him plow through Yujiro.
and yep, move on. But we're gonna do these short. These are gonna be 40 minutes. These are gonna be short, like short. All right, because we got to get through this shit.
Yeah.
And we just don't really have the time. So we're going to do what we can, all right? So please forgive us, but we're going to get caught up. All right, so it's been almost 6 minutes. So with that said,
Take it easy, Zemo.
and let's roll. Okay, so first match is Takagi Shingo versus Takashi Yujiro. I said that backwards of what's on the screen, but you know who's there. All right. And Cedra was like, Takashi's going to get just plowed through. Problem is the plow through didn't happen.
It never happened. There was no plow. There was no payoff on the plow.
Takagi was so light with him.
Oh, he was so gentle.
He was trying to put him over. New Japan wants Takashi Yujiro to be a contender, but Takashi Yujiro can't contend.
There's nothing there.
That's the problem.
It's an empty package.
And then near the end of the match, Yujiro made a motion and Cedra had her hand up like, what the fuck? And I was like, what's the problem? And she was like, he signaled for a lariat like he gonna do shit.
He ain't gonna do shit. And he didn't do shit. It was, he is not an impact player. He is not a person with power. Not a power wrestler, no. He is not a person with power.
He needs to be technical. He needs to be a little swifter and drop the gimmick.
He needs a haircut, a hairstyle.
He needs to truly find himself and not whatever gimmick they gave him. And
Give
I
up
wonder
the mule
about that. The mule hat would be alright if it was a different color.
The mule hat would never be alright because you know who it belongs to?
A mule.
A mule.
Yeah. So, and again, sorry for the sound. I can only do but so much. I'm using Filmora 9 for this since it's been rendering faster, and we want to get these out. And so I'm probably going to do this one in 9, then the next one in 7, and depending on which one is done, then back and forth. So it's going to look different every single time. But what?
I was just Shingo tried to make Yujiro look good, but it's like we know Yujiro, so it was just like,
yeah,
it was just.
And he hit the last of the dragon, and it was a good drop.
It was impactful.
It's
an empty package. That's what he is.
Yep.
It's like getting a box from Amazon, and you don't even have a smile etched on it. It's just a cardboard box.
It used to be that way. All right, so Takagi Shingo wins, Last of the Dragon. Yujiro, he go home, but he should have never left. Y'all got to work with this man. Y'all can't just be, we don't have our roster and we need somebody, so let's push him. No.
Y'all could have put a show in it.
You could have put that woman that does commentary that I can't stand.
I don't understand why you don't like her.
And fuck her.
And you still haven't answered the question.
I don't have to. Let's roll.
Come on.
All right, so next match, Jeff Cobb versus Jay White. And I'm like, honestly, you go into the match, you're like, okay, Jay White's finna win another, but it's going to be hard fought. And this match kind of went back and forth. Jay White, I can't compliment him enough. And Jeff Cobb, I can't compliment him enough. These guys are great at their craft. And when a company uses them right, they shine.
Yep.
They both shine. Jay White and just sandbagging moves.
Oh my goodness.
I love it. It pisses me off, but it's so comical.
And then he's down there laughing about it.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
And then they gotta drag him off and stuff. It's just. And then he did Jeff Cobb caught him off the ropes, or from the corner, yanked him up by his feet and caught him in what I think he calls the spin cycle.
Mm-hmm.
But the Japanese commentator called it a gachimuchi suplex, pudgy fit suplex. So I'm like, okay, because I forgot the word. I was like, I know it's a thing, but then I heard the commentator say it. I was like, oh, there we go.
Yep, gachimuchi.
And Ghetto getting involved a lot, but like Zemo said, it works for Jay White.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense. I don't feel like it's weakening Jay White. Plus, Jay is little anyway. He needs the help. Ghetto's bigger than him.
Ghetto is that bigger than Jay?
Yeah, he is.
That was that.
Ghetto's a giant.
He's a gnome. All he's missing is his head.
He was a flying gnome, which Jay White received when Jeff threw a human into him.
He did.
And then, from a standing still position, he got the Tour of the Islands.
And then
he did. And it was a double rotation. Mm-hmm. And then he snapped that. Now look, I know how Jim Cornette feels about the head palm shoot off, but when done for your finisher setup, that's good. And that's what Jeff Cobb does. And you knew when he did it with authority, that meant Jay had no choice but to go.
Yep.
He called him Tour of the Islands, beautifully done. I love that reverse spinning power slam. It's awesome. He got the 3 count. Jeff Cobb goes up on the win. I'm happy. I'm glad they did that.
Yep.
That elevates him in the status of people. You know, and at one point in the middle of the match, I was like, you know what? Jeff Cobb just might have had to shut up because he caught a chop block. I was like, you know what? I'm going to say he might win, but then that happened, you know. You know, this is great. So I can't wait to see more. I want to see more of both of them now. I like seeing that Jeff got a win over someone like this. I like seeing that Jay lost to someone that others would consider not a contender.
But it makes sense for him to lose, honestly.
The power difference is that amazing, so it makes sense. That's good. So that makes me want to see more. Because competition is competition. You know, it ain't like, you know, John Wackadoodle goes against, you know, the Grog. And he's like, look, you know, John Wackadoodle is 5'9", 150 pounds, and the Grog is 6'5", 360 pounds, and there's not an ounce of fat on him.
So yeah,
and then they go toe to toe for 20 minutes. That's AEW. No, the Grog should kill him.
The Grog should defeat him.
I mean, literally, when the Grog grabs him by his head, the lights go out. You hear a scream, and then the lights come on, and
a puddle in the ring.
There you go. That's what it should be. So, you know, this ain't AEW. This is competition. I like seeing this. So, hey, good job for the booker on this. Good job for New Japan. Y'all still suck because of what you've done so much in the past. But still, that said, let's roll. All right, the following contest is set for one fall. Our corner, Suzuki Minoru. Our corner, Okada Kazuchika. And you know how this match went.
Yeah.
You know how this match went.
Minoru beat the shit out of Okada.
Kinda. He took it so light on him.
He looked like he got the shit beat out of him. That arm is jacked up.
And yeah.
He didn't go after his back. He went after his lariat and arm.
Yeah, the arm that he don't use the lariat anymore. He just put on that bullshit half-ass buffalo sleep.
He put that move on. It looks so ugly. It looked uglier than usual.
It's just so terrible. And, you know, it went back and forth. Minoru was doing his thing. And,
you know, trying to make him look good at points.
And then Okada catches him on a Rana pin. And then there you go, Okada wins. Minoru flips his shit to make it seem like he didn't want to lose. I'll be honest with you, Minoru must get paid out the ass.
He must get paid.
Because this guy is almost twice most of these people's age and moves faster than they do.
Faster. He's more spry. Far more agile. Stronger. Clever. More ring generalship. And they won't put the belt on him, I guess, because he's old.
Was he just too fabulous for you?
He's just too fabulous for you.
American Dad reference, y'all.
They don't want the dimmer switches.
Dimmer switches.
And you know, he left the ring. Yeah, he was throwing his fit, but he looked great. He was strutting in out the way he fucking strutted in. He had a sweat. That's it. He didn't get dragged out. He didn't get carried out. He was like, he could have gone another 30 minutes or more. Cardio is outstanding.
I want to know what he does.
He need to bottle it and sell it.
Yes. We got Tai Chi coming out with a girl that says she's not going to be with him anymore. So I'm like,
I wouldn't be with him.
I mean, I'm talking about like, you know, as the valet. She's in the video package with him.
She's trying to look like it's all everything, and he's all dry bone. The fuck?
At least she's not as annoying as that that Japanese female commentator.
And you still have not explained why you
no.
don't like her.
I need not explain because it's obvious. And if you can't see it, then there's no need for me to fucking explain it. It's really that fucking simple.
You just bitching.
I'm not.
You ain't got no
that
reason.
motherfucker is annoying, and she don't know what she's talking about.
How does she not know what she's talking about? Do you know what she's talking about?
Yes, I know what she's talking about, and the motherfucker's wrong, and I can't help it. That's just life. All right. This conversation is beyond us, so let's move to the next match, y'all. Let's roll. Okay, so next match, Taichi versus Ishii Tomohiro, and this was a very competitive and amazing match.
It was surprising how competitive it was.
It was great. Now, if you don't know if you remember, last year in the G1, it was G1. It was a J Cup, Super J Cup or something where they
like
met. That. And Ishii kept telling him in the ring, you don't need to use that bullshit. What you need to do is fight me. Mm-hmm. And he kept telling him that. That started on this path. Ishii, from what we can see, because we only got the camera and whatnot, hey, he's the one that elevated he made Taichi level up. Mm-hmm. He made him level up. And they still talking shit to each other and feeling the way, but for Ishii, it's just any day of the week.
Yeah.
Tough and hard, stone pit bull. Taichi, Cedra pointed out while we was watching that he doesn't have follow through with that buzzsaw kick.
That's why it looks like trash.
And that it's not going to get better until he gets better.
Yeah.
He's got to see this and be like, oh,
change the technique and how he throws it.
Because it just looks weak.
No, Tajiri's buzzsaw kick. That was the buzzsaw kick.
Yep. These two, they went back and forth. They exchanged elbows. Taichi landed a great elbow shot at one point.
He got nailed by several Ishii headbutts.
Those headbutts from Ishii, man. Mm-hmm. Imagine Tenzan back in the day throwing them headbutts. They weren't doing headbutts like that back then.
Ishii has a blockhead. Tenzan is the blockhead.
Yes, there's a difference. Ishii could never level up to that head. He can try, but he'll never get there. But the match ends with the brainbuster. Ishii, he wins. He goes over. It's all good. I would have been happy with either one because they both showed up very well.
Yeah, they both did.
Yep. Oh, here comes this asshole. All right, let's roll. All right, so we're at the main event. Will Ospreay versus Ibushi Kota, and we haven't seen the other days. Obviously, I was in a Twitter chat with, I think the name, I'm trying to go on memory, Kiago, and she was talking about noticing things with Ibushi, and I don't like we have to watch closely, but she's obviously ahead of where I am, and I'm like, I don't watch Ibushi too, because even she mentioned, a lifetime contract. How is he going to perform?
Yeah.
And so I said, yeah, we got to watch that too. So, all right. So far I'll say this: Ibushi has slightly lightened up on his moves. He has allowed others to primarily run the gamut on him and take full advantage without it being a back and forth. This match here with Will Ospreay, it's just Ibushi can carry a match so long as he's in there with the right person, and Ospreay don't know how to carry a match.
Mm-mm.
He'll never know how to carry a match. And if he does, it's that gleaming little moment of hope where you're like, wow, this dude just might, and then like, no, he's gonna go back to his old crap.
Mm-hmm.
He just got to get that. He's got to get past it, because people like him, and technically the younger generation, they're the ones that are like, headlocks, collar and elbow tie up. Oh my God! Like, get to the good stuff. Just go ahead and hit your signature moves and your finisher, because we just want to get right to it. If you're not doing those, use a chair. Chairs are kind of light, old school. So use a garbage can. And they did that already in the 90s. Use like other stuff. You know what? Let's use a car and powerbomb on the car. That could break someone's back and cut them up. Yeah, but you know what? It's all fake. So it's all about fun, So just it's about having fun. But they could really hurt themselves. It don't matter anyway. They're just wrestlers.
Let's get a pickaxe and drive it through their chest. That'll get them the pin.
Oh yeah, that'll look cool. Yeah, we ought to do that. So that's where Will Ospreay comes from. You know, and New Japan has slowed his ass down. It's like you might want to actually do some shit instead of flipping all over the fucking place, wasting your moves. Because Will Ospreay, he is amazing at wasting a good power bomb. He uses a dragon bomb, and it's like never a pin. I'm like, don't even use it. Don't use it. You literally an amazing jumping high angle sit out power bomb, and never scores a pin with it. It's a waste of a move. It's a waste of compressing your spine. You're going to fuck up your spine. At least get something out of it. Just saying. Hogan made millions of dollars, and he's like, I think he is 6 or 7 inches shorter than he should be. Andre the Giant was about 9 inches shorter from where he should have been. Leg drops and, you know, hip presses and things like that. Just saying. At least they got money out of it. At least they was able to live a lavish life for the most part. You know?
Yeah.
Will Ospreay, you know, he's like, nobody understands my feelings. I could rag on him all day. But I spent almost every other match of his singing his praises. And he went right back to the shit that made me dislike him in the first place. You know? Ibushi Kota. Huh?
Must be default mode.
It must be. So I was annoyed. I was thinking how this match was going to end, but no, it didn't end that way. It was a back and forth, you know, get your moves in, I'll get mine. And when I'm not, I'll just get beat on. It's not going to be any, you know, side headlocks and stuff. Even the opening wasn't even, he could show he could carry a match. This is the main event.
Yeah.
You know, so, I mean, ultimately the match, Ibushi wins. You know, Ibushi tried to get the Kamigoye. He you know, when Will did, you know, the back handspring flip to the kneeling position, Ibushi slid in. It's like, I got your wrist. And went after him. He's like, oh, no. You know, he tried to get it again off of a flying mare counter. And then ultimately, after nailing them near the end, that's when he finally got it. Will sold it well. And then there you go. That honestly, when it comes to people like that, I will use certain wrestling terms, not just to go over, but just sell it and no sell it and stuff like that, because Will is only good at how do you make something look good, not how do you make the match look good. There's a big difference. Doing the match, now that's an art. Everything else is a performance. He needs to understand that. In any case, I'm wondering how you feel about this demo. And do you have any thoughts about it, Cedra, or are you just too tired?
I'm tired. I'm glad Ibushi won. And, you know, to me, it's spent the majority of the match trying to make Ibushi look like he almost didn't have a place in the ring, like he was just trying to squash him.
Yeah, walking on his back and stuff and picking on him and stuff. Yeah, disrespectful to me. It had no business being in that match. That's something that a heel would do to somebody.
Exactly.
That was just some arrogant bitch-made punk taking his jollies in the ring. Even if they agreed to it, I wouldn't have agreed to some shit like that. I just wouldn't. No, because if you're gonna do that to me, there need to be a point where I jack you up.
Yeah. You
need to get messed the fuck up for something like that.
And Coda never really fucked him up like
no,
he coulda.
Not even close. Not even close. So, hey, you got to follow orders, I suppose. In any case, you got anything else to add, love?
No.
I don't. Go ahead and put your comments down there. You know, we'll probably, if your comments are there before we get to do the next video, then we'll do last day's comments. But if it's going to be a conglomeration, then we'll just go ahead and read the comments. Probably do a separate video on that. Separate video on the comments, because we want to respect the comment section. That's what a good channel do. They respect the comment section. That's what we're gonna do. So, with that said, this has been Cedric and Cedar for CR Wrestling Commentary, G1 Climax 30, Day 9. Good night, everyone.